But you got to be sharp, you got to be ruthless, like Donald Trump, right? And you got to fight for every right, because there is nobody here in the world who's going to help you. It is just you. I'm originally from Bombay, India. I was there doing my schooling, finished my undergraduate school and pre-med, and came to America for further education. And I got a degree in economics and MBA. And thereafter, I decided to be in the music industry. So I'm a guitar player, I play most of the instruments. I'm a better instructor than a performer. But through that, I made enough capital to support myself through school. And thereafter, I opened up music stores, sold the company, went public, created enough capital to be in the real estate business. And that's my passion. It's really music and real estate. Combine the two, I think I found my niche. So I established myself in real estate business because of wealth that you can accumulate very quickly in that sector of the business, in America especially. So because this is the only country that you can highly leverage any real estate whereby you can borrow money from a bank. Most other countries you have to borrow it from individuals as an investment. I've been to probably 120 some countries around the world. There is no place like America. There is no place like the West Coast of this country, and there are so many opportunities. Just like I'm in Las Vegas now, I'm primarily from Beverly Hills in Los Angeles, but here it's limitless what Las Vegas has to offer. It's on a biggest growth ever in every direction, whether it's housing, commercial, industrial. Every sports club, every entertainment venue is in Las Vegas. So we try to pick the right places where there is growth, whether it's Texas or Florida, Arizona, Nevada, California, Washington. Technology is what's driving the growth in this country. And we follow wherever there is a growth. When you are introducing yourself, I remember when I was in college in Akron University in Akron, Ohio, I took effective speaking courses because I couldn't speak too well, and I was very nervous in front of camera or in front of a class to give a speech. And so one thing that broke the fear is that I picked up my guitar and I can always sing a song. So I always started my speech with a song, got myself kind of eased up, crowd started liking my singing, and therefore the speech became successful. And I got a great grade from it. So yeah, music helps in that small ways. Then you go to another country for raising capital in real estate. I was in London one time, and I went to a friend of ours from the Indian community called Comcraft, C-O-M, Craft is C-R-A-F-T. And that Comcraft company, the chairman of the board, asked me to come to his house for a dinner. He took me downstairs to his basement in London, and there was a whole slew of a band all ready to go to play some music. It was all Indian instruments. One of them I knew how to play. So I sat down and I played. That made me the biggest investment in my life, by having music to drive a relationship. The guy trusted me. He said, this man I can trust. I want to invest money with him. That money I brought them to California. We created large projects with Walmart, Home Depot, Smith's Supermarket, Thrifty Drugstore, Payless Drugstores. We built because of this guy's money. And they are the biggest companies out of London. In Africa, there are 56 countries in Africa. Every one of them, Comcraft has offices, factories, houses, huge amount of employees. I think there's a lot of people that influences you throughout your life on different levels. First of all, you start your life establishing your career or your knowledge base. So first you got to be having a learning curve. Then you go through establishing curve. And then you go through wealth curve. And then you go to the last curve in which you're an old man that just receives awards from everybody for doing nothing. So those are the four things that you go through in life. And I think There are so many people that you come across and they all help you. From a small little guy in a rickshaw to a cab driver, or it could be a biggest businessman in the world. They all assist you. What you got to do in life, I believe, is that you got to be very open to new ideas. And you got to be open to youth and young people, because they are the future of everything, like we were when I was young. So you listen to the young people like yourselves. So you learn from all that and you apply that at various places. And I think that probably brings you more success. But you got to be sharp, you got to be ruthless, like Donald Trump, right? And you got to fight for every right, because there is nobody here in the world who's going to help you. It is just you. So you got to fight the world, at the same time love them. So it's a dichotomy, it's a balance of everything. You got to have that balance, and I think you'll all succeed. Don't take your life too seriously. Live it quickly, do the best you can what your heart and mind tells you, and be satisfied, and be in a place whereby you trust yourself and others, so that your life could be very good for you and others. So you got to be very sure of exactly what you want. In my case, it was tenant-driven developments. That means I first make a relationship with Nordstrom's, Macy's, Trader Joe's, Albertsons, Smith's, Walmart, Home Depot. All these different tenants were my gurus. They are the guys who told me, go to this town, here is the site we want, now you create your magic. So let's say in a town called Roseburg, Oregon, on Roseburg Street at H Avenue, there is 60 acres, and these tenants say, go buy it and build us a store. Once you have those tenants and you know how to create a lease with them, my job was to go then to the bank. Bank gives you financing, not 100%, 120%, because you got tenants already signed. That gives you your profit up front before you even start construction. That's called highly leveraged business. That's why America is a land of milk and honey. Not too many countries where you can walk around and get 120% financing with a couple of people signed up. And those are major companies with huge market cap of billions of dollars, so that counts. So the bank gives you money on that credit, not on Joshi's credit. That is the key to success of tenant-driven developments. Don't underestimate the fact that failure is also very important for success. And I've been through all that, so in those days of failures, you count on your friends, family, and those business associates who guide you through that period to make you more successful. I think that habits are your personal liking. I don't think there is any specific item that you can say applies to everybody, such as me. I'm an early riser at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do my treadmill and I do my physical stuff so I can live longer, because all that we all strive for is not only success, but longevity of your life and the quality of life, right? So it's those, again, balance of those two things is what you got to think about. And I believe that you have to have a simplistic life. But again, I'm not, the guy who drinks a lot probably will outlive me. So it's all about your DNA. And I don't drink, and I'm a vegetarian, and I'm very healthy from what I know. I don't go to doctors, I don't take medication. And they all say, when they test my blood, that you are a very lucky guy. You got a great DNA, and you got a very good body, and so forth. And I could die tomorrow. We don't know. There is no guarantee. So all I can tell you is follow your heart, follow your mind, follow your soul, and say, what is good for me, and follow that direction instead of somebody else's advice, because that's good for them but not good for you. When you're a child, you make a lot of mistakes because you're learning your life. Then you grow up, and in love you make, in your relationships you make choices, and you make some bad ones, and you get into situation with your family that is not complimentary, or it could be devastating sometimes. And in business also, some projects you take are problemsome. So I always say, you can always change a project from a bad one to a good one, but don't take a bad partner. because you can never make a bad partner a good partner, or a bad relationship into good relationship. Leave it alone, get out of it, find a new one, find new people, so that you can succeed in whatever you're doing, personal relationship or business. So the advice I can give you is select the right partners, select the right individuals that you love, trust, and want to be a part of, that excites you every day, that I can't wait to meet you or Mike or you, so that, hey, we'll have one more day. As soon as you guys come in, I have a smile on my face. Why? It's the relationships. It's that you make me happy, I'm making you happy, and but at the same time, we gotta accomplish something. We gotta create business, we gotta succeed, because that's the soul of our relationships. As you get older, and every time you grow in your life at different ages, it's gonna change. When you're young, all you wanna do is to chase girls. When you get a little more, you want to get graduated and you want to say to yourself, I want to be the best student ever, the best business ever. At the end of the career, though, when you find out that you are going to die, the only thing that comes to mind is, how can I contribute something to the society? And I don't mean by that philanthropical stuff. I'm not a philanthropical kind of guy. I'm talking about doing something in medicine field, for example. That excites me. Let's create some new medical diversions, create some new types of education field. Like talking about real estate, I always say, the real estate is going to be evaporating very soon in this world. Steve Jobs of the Apple computer changed everything for us, whereby technology is the last frontier of real estate. The Total Recall movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger taught us that a man can live in his mind. He can go to take vacation by just sleeping in a room with a chip in his head. So he can go anywhere in the world or any part of the universe you can go to. So all that will be available. People will, after COVID we found out that people don't want to go to offices, so offices are all vacant now. So homes will become also a part of our psyche instead of a space, house, apartment. It will all change. So the world will change in the next 50 years so different than what it is today, that it is unbelievable what's going to happen. I think we can't even forecast it. We cannot even imagine it. So all I can tell you is my legacy would be, if I can do anything in real estate with music, art, culture, medicine that has the humanity to grow and be satisfied with what the superpowers have given us this particular life. It's a very short life. We all have a very short time in this world. So we got to do the right thing for us. I think it's the medicine that I want to leave legacy to, by creating a campuses of where people get born, they live, and they die. And it's a dust-to-dust process. And you got to do something in each of those sectors. And my sector is now creating a large campus of where medicine can be the real success story for humanity.